What's going on? Mr. MVP back with another video. Remember to hit the thumbs up button, like, subscribe, and share. The rule that was broken about weapons that they can use. As a large robotic tank was rolling through the city, but they did not care. They was robots. Why would they care about somebody who was not their own? Another important world issue was also addressed here: racism. On this planet being attacked, there was two different kinds of people, and they both did not get along with each other. While one lives in the sea and the other lives on land, while the whole planet is being attacked, they will not come together to help each other. Thinking the sea people will not be found, they did not help the people on the land. But soon they were found. Alexander Doms, I believe it's pronounced, once said, "All for one and one for all. United we stand, divided we fall." A strong quote from this group of people, because they truly did fall, but Lucas also shows us how to stand together and what could happen if we do. When they stood together, they were able to take back the planet and fought off the enemy. Only when they combined their manpower and technology, they were able to win the battle. How many problems in the real world can we fix by coming together? What will happen? What will the problem have to be? Lucas is throwing life lesson after life lesson in this film, and it's only Star Wars 1. Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi is a lot like a father and son relationship, or a teacher and student relationship. Even though their views on life is very different from one another, Obi-Wan always listened to his master by the end of it. Qui-Gon Jinn always tried to get Obi-Wan to understand his views and see the world for what it really is. But in the movie, Obi-Wan did disagree with him. Just like in life, you fight your family, but you always love them. Does not matter what they did. And before Obi-Wan knew it, his master had died, and Obi-Wan took up his teachings and raised and taught Anakin like a brother. Lucas shows us a lot through Qui-Gon Jinn's relationship. It's showing us to love our family, because you never know when it might be the last time you'll see them. He even dips into religious denominations. You can tell who belongs to who by the color of their lightsabers: blue, green, purple, black, and red. For this example, I will only talk about the blue and the green. Blue is the lightsaber that follows the rules, don't matter what, while green follows a much more spiritual path. Qui-Gon Jinn used a green lightsaber, and you can tell where he stands by him going against the rules, wanting to train Anakin, knowing he was too old and was going against the rest of the masters. They may not get along, but he still held rank of master, and even knowing he went against their judgment in most times, and in his death they held his wishes and allowed Obi-Wan to train the boy. The young boy was handling loss at a very young age. Two kinds of losses, one by death and one by leaving his mother to go chase his dreams. Two losses that are hard to go through. Lucas gave us his outlook on the situation with the time he left his mother and Qui-Gon Jinn's funeral. Yes, there was tears and sadness, but at the same time, respect and looking towards the future. With young Anakin, he was looking forward to his new life and his newfound freedom with the Jedi. At Qui-Gon Jinn's funeral, it was not the shiny future, but a grim one. Looking forward into the later films of Star Wars, a grim future, with Chancellor standing next to the burning red fire. Last but not least, something Qui-Gon Jinn died for, and any other Jedi will lay their life down for it, just doing the right thing. The slave owner could have saved himself a lot of money if he would have just given the Jedi the part they was looking for. But instead he wanted to cheat them out of their money, which led them to finding Anakin. His own greed made him lose more money by waging a bet that he lost and may show a little signs of gambling addiction. Now he lost his slave and his part. And I am pretty sure that it is a big loss for him because later in the film he sells the other slave for more money, which he probably did out of a necessity. How can this film not be part of the archives forever? Star Wars 1 is an amazing film within itself, and it has to be in order for another Star Wars film to be entered into the archives. But one thing we all can agree on are these points. It laid the groundwork for the other episodes to a series that is still alive and growing. Gave us relatable characters, show us the dangers of our government and our wars. Last but not least, all the life lessons, a lot for just one film. From racism to the importance of family, religious disputes, and handling loss. All these and more are what makes this film great. My name is Malcolm Venus, Mr. MVP, and this is what I bring to you today. Have a blessed day. Remember to leave a thumbs up and subscribe.